Now you're playing with superpower. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down the top 10 greatest SNES games of all time. Number 10, Final Fantasy III, aka Final Fantasy VI. Kicking off our list is the role-playing game by Square, which was confusingly renumbered for North America. In the glory days, Square was a steadfast supporter of Nintendo consoles. Raising the bar for Japanese RPGs, it was way ahead with incredible customization, greater battle mechanics, and perfect gameplay balance. Best of all, its characters were given their due, building a strong sense of attachment with the player. Number 9, Street Fighter II Turbo. With so many fantastic tournament fighters, from Killer Instinct to the bloodless version of Mortal Kombat, we just had to go out on a limb and single out the Capcom juggernaut that started it all. More specifically, we've chosen this upgrade, seeing as the other 100 versions tinkered a little too much. This one merely sped things up and added more playable characters to an already perfect two-player brawler.
You win!
Number 8, Star Fox. Known as Star Wing in Europe, this is the first entry of the on-rail shooter series. Using the Super FX chip, it showcased unthinkable polygon 3D graphics for the system. With the hype pretty much dead now, what remains is still a fun and action-packed title unlike any other. One can argue that they didn't really need much more than talking animals that fly starships to be a raging success, but it definitely surpassed the expectations of that awesome premise. Number 7, Super Mario RPG, The Legend of the Seven Stars. This is the game in which Nintendo's flagship property was handled by Square to give us an unlikely star to a surprisingly stellar RPG. Arriving at the tail end of the system's life, it pushed the graphics to the very limits. Not only making Bowser your ally, it introduced deep gameplay, spectacular level design, and beloved characters. Subsequent Mario RPGs just haven't been able to scratch that itch. Number 6, Super Metroid. The third title in the series, it follows bounty hunter Samus Aran as she journeys to retrieve a Metroid creature in the possession of the Space Pirates. Earning hundreds of near-perfect review scores, its depth and complexity earned Super Metroid a place as an instant classic. Non-linear design, scripted events, crisp art style, it was all way ahead of its time. Number 5, Chrono Trigger. Another spectacular JRPG by the masters over at Square, it continues to be considered one of the greatest games ever made. Transporting gamers to a world similar to Earth, you travel through time to recruit warriors from different eras. Innovative and revolutionary, this time travel tale made use of plot-related side quests, a ton of character development, and alternate endings. This cartridge is a collector's item, so if you've got one in your attic, it's time to start digging. Number 4, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. Well, as groundbreaking and amazing as the original game was, we've decided to instead give the nod to the follow-up that edged it out in almost every respect. Ironically, Donkey Kong wasn't even a playable character in this ROM. Regardless, Diddy and his girlfriend Dixie's trek to save the titular ape upped the platforming fun with longer, more diverse levels, new bonus stages, new character abilities, catchy tunes, and arguably the best graphics seen on the system. Number 3, Super Mario Kart. This popular mascot racing franchise, and all of the clones, started here. A two-player racer, this game was the party favorite for years. The third best-selling SNES game of all time, with 8 million copies sold, it featured the now classic Nintendo cast of characters and groundbreaking Mode 7 graphics. Loaded with challenges, it allowed players to race and even battle in large arenas. Simply put, without Mario Kart, there would be no go-karting subgenre. Number 2, Super Mario World. Now this is a launch title. The fourth Mario game from the core series, it was a pack-in title for the system. A wildly fun, gorgeous, and well-crafted 16-bit platformer, it took the fun out of the Mushroom Kingdom and into Dinosaur Land. Not just introducing Yoshi and a ton of new gameplay elements, it went on to sell 20 million copies. Mamma mia. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Taking the top spot on our list is the third installment in the action-adventure series. Bringing back the beloved top-down perspective of the original, this quest to save Hyrule from Ganon involved rescuing the 7 descendants of the sages. Straddling depth and accessibility and packaged in a tight and lovable art style, A Link to the Past sold 4 million units and is our pick for the best NES title of all time. Agree with our list? What's your favorite Super Nintendo game? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.